What about
Pig
the pig? Yes, sir. Can the preparation about the Belinyo, island Belinyo? Thank you.
Oh, okay. So you question the Belinyo of isolated operation, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
If the Belinyo system stand alone, isolated, it cannot supply the all load. So the Belinyo system cannot stand alone and must be interconnection with the other source, with Kelapa substation. I will share again. Okay, is it the presentation? Yeah. Okay, Mr. Muhammad Darwis, is it? You can see the presentation. So the Kelapa substation must be Kelapa substation and Sungalet substation must be synchron to Belinyu because the Belinyu load is diesel plant and solar plant cannot supply the load Belinyu system itself. So, are you clear with, sir? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Ms. Moderator.
Okay.
Back to you. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for your discussion, sir. We can move to. I'll be back to the first presenter because I think Mr. Sudirman here. I will call Mr. Sudirman Adibrata. Are you ready?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. Please give your presentation, sir.
I will share screen.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for this. I'll present my article that the perception level of the impact of integrated livestock fish production system toward to the environmental pollution. The member of write in this article, Sudirman Adibrata, Noviandra Ilham Baftra, Rufti Puji Astuti, and Fardan Arkan. Okay, for the background, the integrated farming activity like agriculture, fisheries, livestock, in-house yard, that will activity for the teacher and student in the subject of Darul Hasanah Islamic Boarding School that can be benefit to provide the additional income. This article from community service from UBB 2020 2021. The subject in the Darul Hasanah Islamic Boarding in the research is side effect like odor or pollution. And that time to understand the perception level of society toward the environmental pollution of the integrated livestock in the subject the duck and fish production of the catfish. production system on raising catfish and laying duck. This location in Balun Ijuk village, Merawang district, Bangka Regency. The area 12.02 kilometers square. The population of 4,000 and 640 citizens in 2020. This is the place of Islamic boarding school. This is the teacher. And the research design applying a treatment of probiotic. The name is Probio FM on the animal feed before and after. This is the Probio FM produced from Jambi University. The time, May and June 2021. Interview, a structured questionnaire and face-to-face data collection method were applied to gain primary data from 14 households who live not more than 100 meters from the livestock and fish production activity. This is the researcher. This is me. This is the community in the interview. The result, like in the table 1, socioeconomic profile of the respondent. In the sex, male and female, balance. The age, dominantly 34 to 40. The education dominated from no formal school. And the income per month, dominantly 1.4 million to 2.1 million. Distance between house and location of livestock less than 50 meters to household, and 12 household between 50 to 100 meters. This is the teacher, student, and this is the livestock of the duck, this catfish. We have the result before and after treatment of Probio FM. Bad smell, we can see green, yellow, and red in this graphic. Smell, wash, smell faces, smell not easy get rid, smell filled wash. This is for the mind. Item after treatment. In June, we can get the green in the graphic that is not being disturbed. This is the comparing result between before and after treatment of Probio FM. The conclusion, the integrated farming activity was expected to maintain a better environment. The early stage, most of the respondents considering as being disturbed by the activity after the feeding treatment that adding up the Probio FM in the feed. The perfect perception of respondent was significantly altered. No one of them considered as being disturbed anymore after the 1 month duration from the early interview to the last interview. It offered a vital result to stakeholders such as farmer, business actor, and local government to work hand in hand in ensuring no air pollution during livestock farming. It would also benefit to the society who live nearby the livestock to enjoy a healthy life without being disturbed by the bad smell of livestock farming in the future. Recommendation: preparing a drainage pipeline, optimizing the use of the probiotic in feeding, maintaining the clean lines of the livestock environment, and monitoring the environment impact toward the activity. Thank you for this concern.
All right. Thank you very much for your presentation, sir. Okay. Anyone have any question here for Mr. Sudirman? No one? So I will ask you, Mr. Sudirman. It's about the duck farm, right? And I'm pretty serious why you choose Balun Ijuk for your research.
Maybe in this university, UBB in the Balun Ijuk, we will educate about the community, maybe the near in the campus before far away in the campus.
So there is no special reason, just because it's nearby, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
We must educate the community.
All right. Okay. I will move to the next presenter. I will call Mr. Setio Aji Imam Maliki. Okay, I think Mr. Setio not here, so I will move to the next presenter. I will call Mr. Putra Pratama for the presentation. Please give your presentations.
Okay, thank you. I'm here. I will share screen. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, moderator, honorable all participants, International Conference on Green Energy and Environment, ICOGI 2021. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. Researched by Putra Pratama Saputra, Laila Hati, and Noviandra Ilham Bahtera. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Putra Pratama from University of Bangka Belitung. And then to save the time, I would like to present about the social network analysis in the instrumental based tourism development in Manggar, Belitung Timur. Okay. Background: the reduced number of teams in Bangka Belitung Island Province has indirectly influenced to the local government income. Thus, it requires an alternative source of income for local governments. The tourism sector has the potential to be the alternative of economic support for the province Bangka Belitung. Government policy and regulation. Number one, the province regulation number 3 in 2014 about a special plan of Bangka Belitung Island province in 2014 until 2034. Number two, the province regulation number 7 in 2015 16, and 3, the S Belitung Regency Regulation number 3 in 2018 about organizing tourism. And then number and type of tourism, Bangka Belitung Island Province by Regency, District Bangka Barat, wisata buatan, and then wisata budaya, and then wisata alam, kemudian and then Bangka District, Pangkal Pinang City, Bangka Tengah District, Bangka Selatan District, Belitung District, and Belitung Timur District. Number 6 for wisata buatan, 20 for wisata budaya, and 97 for wisata alam. Okay. Tourist accommodation and facility in Belitung Timur, Manggar, hotel 17, room 221, restaurant 33, travel agency 14, and souvenir shop 1, and Belitung. And then once the unbalanced condition occurs between the number of tourist destination and the amount of tourist accommodation facilities. Number 2, it affects the low income of local government on the tourism sector. And 3, it indicates that's the asynchronous amongst the important actors in the tourism development. Okay, methods, location Belitung Timur in the ones regions has the height of tourism destination in the province. Methods, quantitative methods was applied. The methods was based on the positive philosophy, positivism philosophy, in was used to study both particular population and sample, and to analysis statistic data to test the hypothesis. Sampling, non-probability sampling was applied to the data collection process through analysis stakeholders, Regency governments, 3 persons, districts or village governments, 6 persons, districts tourism awareness group, or in bahasa kelompok sadar wisata, Masata, masyarakat sadar wisata, 6 persons, tourism destination administrator, 10 person, and local community 15%. Data collection, observation, questionnaire with face-to-face interview by following the COVID-19 health protocol. Data analysis, social network analysis was applied to determine the relevant knowledge relationship in social network among human beings. And then results and discussion with all informant. It showed the social networks of each actor in sharing information on the tourism development. There were some actors who did not get involved, with Wira Sudarman was the vital actors in sharing information. And then score of degree centrality with actor Nadia, Wira, Desi Natalia, Desi Andriani, Irfan, Fahri, Shri, and others. Number 1, the score of degree centrality was used to understand the probability of the actor in the social networks on both the amount of out degree and the amount of degree of the actors. Wira Sudarman, with 44,000 in degree score, was so at the vital actors in the information dissemination to the other actors. Score of closeness centrality, actors Widianti, Wira, Prasusdi, Samsani, Febriansa, Irfan, and others. Number 1, closeness centrality explain how close one actor is to the others in the network by using note. Widianto with the lowest score on closeness, 640,000, was the close actor to the other actors in the network. Bedwinners, Centrality, actors Wira, Samsani, Alfi, Febriana, Nadia, Francisco, Irfan, and others. Bedwinners, Centrality describe the role of the particular actor as the bridge from one actor on the actor in the network. Wira Sudarman had the high score with 28,833. It means the Wira Sudarman was the vital actor in information dissemination on the environmentally based tourism development. Conclusion. Number one, the social network is the environmentally based social development was considered as very strong because there are some important actors in the information dissemination. Number two, the degree centrals is Dr. Edwidianto, Wira Sudirman, and Franciscus. The closeness, centrality of Widianto of the low scores of 648,000, which means that Widianto has a strong relationship with the other actors. Number four, on the other hand, Wira Sudarman has the high score and 28,833 on degree centrally, which make him be the most crucial person in information dissemination about environmentally based tourism development in Manggar, Belitung Timur. And then it's number 5 is it suggests that every single actors get involved in the information dissemination to create sustainable and environmentally friendly tourism development. The study contributes to provide the highlight to government and society in formulation the policy on tourism development program. We gratefully acknowledge the funding from Universitas Bangka Belitung through the RKKL visit for the publishing of the paper and support for PDTU research teams. Okay, thank you very much. That is the end on my presentation. I hope it will be beneficiary for us. Return to moderator. Thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
All right, thank you very much for your presentations, Mr. Putra. Anyone in this class have any questions for Mr. Putra? Just raise your hand or chat in the room using the chat room. All right, I will give you questions because no one have any question here. Okay, as you said before that you decide to use quantitative methods.
Yes.
Why the reasons? Because it's a social research, right? Why you decide to quantitative research either qualitative methods?
Okay, thanks your question. I will try to answer. Quantitative methods was applied this research because the methods was based on the positivism philosophies. It was used study both particular population and sample untuk and to analysis statistic data. And we will use qualitative methods for tambahan information for my research. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Putra, thank you very much for your answer.
Yes.
Okay, we will go to the last presenter in this class. We have Mrs. Rizkawati as a representative for Mr. Ikhlas Kita team. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please give your presentations.
Okay, thank you for the time. Can you see my slide?
Yes.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rizkawati, and I'm from Hasanuddin University. And the title of our paper is The Potential of Renewable Energy Generation at Baranchadi Island. For introduction, there are 4 points. First, Baranchadi Island is a small island located in Sangkaran District, Makassar City, South Sulawesi Province, Indonesia, with a population of 1,550 people with an area of 0.57 kilometers square. The livelihoods of the people on this island are fishermen, civil servants, businessmen, and traders. Currently, the electricity system of Baranchadi Island is supplied by a diesel power plant or diesel PP, which is managed by the people of Baranchadi Island themselves. And the diesel PP on Baranchadi Island works at 6 until 12 a.m. and 4 a.m. until 6 a.m. Therefore, it is necessary to plan the provision of generating capacity that is able to supply the electricity need of the community during the day. So based on this, our goals in this paper is an illustration of efforts to provide the right electrical energy to replace diesel PP on Baranchadi Island or combine diesel PP with other energy sources such as solar power plants or SBP. The method that we use in this paper, the electricity load curve on Baranchadi Island for 350 houses to Muscat's one public health center / Polindes, one village head office, to schools, street lighting, and carpentry houses. The load curve is made with the assumption that Baranchadi Island is supplied with a power plant that operates for 24 hours. Based on the calculation result, the total daily energy value is 489 kilowatt hours per day, or 178,408 kilowatt hours per year. The condition of solar radiation on Baranchadi Island throughout the year by the site, https://globalsolaratlas.info/map. The direct normal irradiation or DNA of Baranchadi Island is 4,479 watt-hours per meter square per day. The calculation of the output energy value of the solar module to determine the potential for solar energy on Baranchadi Island is use this equation, as you can see in this slide, where the PHV peak max is the maximum capacity of solar power plant in kilowatt hour peak. DNA is the average daily direct normal irradiation of Baranchadi Island in kilowatt hours per meter square per day. And if is inverter efficiency, and CC is a charger control efficiency, and BET is a battery efficiency, and CAT is the efficiency of the conducting cable, and I0 is the standard radiation in kilowatt per meter square. So the results of our paper, as you can see in the table, the potential of solar energy on Baranchadi Island. This is given by month. On January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. And this is DNA or direct normal irradiation. And the production of energy every month for January is 8029 kilowatt hours per day and 207.27 kilowatt hours per month. On February, 9.03 kilowatt hours per day and 198.65 kilowatt hours per month. Until on December is 8.92 kilowatt hours per day and 222.92 kilowatt hours per month. The higher DNA and production energy is in September. It has 6.27 kilowatt hours per meter square per day for DNA, and the production energy is 20.79 kilowatt hours per day and 498.95 kilowatt hours per month. And the lower DNA and production energy on January. So based on the table which show the result of the calculation of the potential production of electrical energy per year generated from a solar power plant with a capacity of 1 kilowatt peak on Baranchadi Island of 4,359.52 kilowatt hours per year, with the percentage of effective solar radiation for a year is 80.27%, or 293 effective days from 365 days. The total electricity demand for Baranchadi Island is 489 kilowatt hours per day in a year, and the solar power plant capacity to meet the demand for electrical energy on Baranchadi Island is 295 kilowatt peak. So if we use a solar cell module with Pmax is 300 watt, then the number of module needed to be installed is 983 models. So the conclusion of this paper, based on the data and simulation results in the form of calculation, it is concluded that the diesel PP on Baranchadi Island has not been able to meet the electrical energy needs of the people on the island. To meet the shortage of electrical energy due to the minimum operating hours of existing generators, then this can be made by developing a power plant from solar energy in the form of solar power plant, and the potential for solar energy on Baranchadi Island with an average daily solar radiation value of 4.48 kilowatt hours per meter square per day, which can produce electrical energy of 4,359.52 kilowatt hours per year for a solar power plant with a capacity of 1 kilowatt peak. I think that's all I can say. Thanks for your attention. I give thing back to moderator. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentations, Ms. Rizka. Anyone have any questions here? Please raise your hand if you have questions to Ms. Rizka. Okay, we have one participant that sent me a question to Ms. Rizka. So I will read these questions. It's from Natasha Makawoka from Samratulangi University. The question is, in the result section, a table of energy in each month is displayed. How to determine energy production and why choose the island as a research location?
Thank you for the question. For the first question is how we determine the production energy. Also, as you can see in this slide, for calculating the energy, we use this formula EPOD, as I explained when I present. And also we assume if in a day effective sunlight are 5 hours, and also consider the cloudy days every month, then the value of electrical energy generated can be calculated by taking the efficiency of solar panels, losses in the wired networks, electricity used to install the solar panels, losses from the inverter, and also losses from the battery. And the reasons why we choose Baranchadi Island for the research location of the many islands in South Sulawesi, the reasons why we choose Baranchadi Island is this is based on the result of a survey or direct observation of several islands that have been visited. From there, we saw that electricity on Baranchadi Island could be said to be very limited compared to the other island that we visit. Electricity can only be accessed at the island by the public in the night. Even it's just only 8 hours, and during the day, people cannot enjoy electricity unless they have a solar home system or personal generator in their house. In the addition, the existing power plant on the island is used a diesel fuel, which means it can produce a gas emission, and the gas emission can have a negative impact on the community. Therefore, we finally conclude that the island is suitable for the location of our research, and to meet the shortage of electrical energy due to the limit operating hours of the existing power plant, then it can be met by developing power plants from new and renewable energy. And the greatest potential on Baranchadi Island by the Atlas solar site is a solar energy, and it has 4.48 kilowatt hours per meter square per day. So we use the type of the power plant that can be developed is solar power plant or PLDS. Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Rizkawati, thank you very much for your answer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we came up the end of the parallel session in this class. So before I end this class, I will tell you about some informations. First, on behalf of the committee, we would like to show our gratitude for your active participation here. We do hope that this event gives us fruitful insight for the development of the future science. And then I will remind you for the presenter and participants for the ICOG to expected to join for tomorrow's schedule at 10:45 on the closing ceremony of ICOG, because we will announce the best presenter for every parallel class. And thank you for today. And I, as a moderator, do apologize for the inconvenience during these parallel sessions. See you tomorrow on the second day of ICOG, and good afternoon and have a nice day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thanks for all participants and moderator.
Thank you very much.
Pemetaan ini ya, pemetaan.